Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to United View. I'm just wrapping up here from our TalkSport show on Inside Devils. Had to talk about the Bruno situation on there, but it needs to be addressed here at home on United View. Big quotes from Ruben Amorim, not Ruben Amorim, big quotes from Bruno Fernandes today with a Portuguese outlet. I think it was Canal or someone like that. And look, just when... the main new thing's fresh with what his brother done last night. Ruben Amorim said the thing about the academy kids and then people lost their minds about that. Just when that's like that, we get this. We just want a little bit of calm. We just want a little bit of calm. The team's inconsistent, but we're probably where we thought we'd be or want to be in the league. But this has now added another thing for us all to talk about. And then it's going to make people pick sides. It's going to make people say, oh, Bruno deserves better than this and this, that and the other. Here's the thing about what Bruno's been saying. Now, I'm paraphrasing here because I ain't got the exact quotes, but I've been going through it, like I said on TalkSport, I've been going through it this morning as I've seen the quotes. But I'm going to paraphrase. He's basically saying the club wanted me to leave. They wanted the money for me. The only reason I stayed is because, one, obviously my wife... We know that because he spoke about that on international duty when he said how much he loves the club and he's still got more to achieve here, still wants to win trophies with us. And his wife said, have you finished achieving at Man United? Have you set out to get what you wanted? No? All right, cool. Where are you going? Let's stay here. So there's that side of it. And then also on top of that, the manager, which he goes on to say, he's like, Amorim made me stay. Amorim made me feel wanted. Amorim made me feel loved and wanted me to stay. And that's the reason why I'm here. And we know that already. That's not new news. He's already said that. And we already know that Amorim, when I think there was a Real Madrid link, I remember Amorim in the presser saying, Bruno, Real Madrid, I've already told him I need him here. We want him here. We want our best players to stay here. We need him here with us. So the love for Amorim, the love from Amorim to Bruno has never been in question. We've known that the whole time. That's not new information, okay? The fact that he's coming out now and speaking about basically he doesn't feel like the love was there from the club side, that is interesting because, again, we sort of knew that in the summer as well. He said as well in that press conference that he had with the national team when he addressed those rumours, I think, with the Al Hilal president and potentially going to Saudi. He also said that I went to the club and I said, it's up to you. If you want me to leave, then I will leave. You want to rebuild the squad. But if you want me to stay, I'll stay here. And he didn't go in like this then. I wonder what's making him say it now. That is what's interesting. But from the club's perspective, I see both sides because let's not all be hypocrites here. A lot of us, not every single one, a lot of us were saying, well, if this was the plan for Bruno to play him in the midfield too, would we have been better off selling Bruno for 100 M's? Remember the beginning of the season when it wasn't going quite great? The question a lot on every Man United fan tongue was, should we have sold Bruno Fernandes for 100 million? Should we have cashed in on him? Not because we don't rate him anymore, not because we don't like him anymore, but because the team's going through a transition. We haven't got into the Champions League. We're 100 M's down from not getting in there, and the sale of Bruno could fund a midfield rebuild. We could have got Anderson and Baleba with that. I know like there wouldn't be 50 each, but you get my drift. There's more money in the pot to rebuild the team. Basically, Bruno could be the sacrificial lamb. Bruno could be the one that, unfortunately, he had to go because it's just the way it went. We could use those funds to better balance the team. Now, some people will say that's absolutely crazy. Look what Bruno's even doing now. Still getting us out of a hole. You don't sell your best players. If anything, we want to keep our best players and build from there. And I think both things can be true. I think that Ineos said, if you go, we're not mad. We're not mad if you go. We get it if you want to leave. If you want to go Saudi, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We can take the money. We can rebuild the squad. We're not holding you back if you want to take it. But if you want to stay, we're also not forcing you out the door. You're our captain. Everybody loves you here. You're super consistent. More importantly, the manager really wants to keep you here as well. You get what it takes to play for Man United and represent this football club and wear this badge with pride. We're also not mad. But I think this is where I understand what Bruno's saying from a personal level, which maybe football doesn't work like this, but from a personal, with what he's done for the club and how consistent he's been, and I'll get into more of his quotes off the top of my head in a minute, he wants to feel that absolute certainty from the hierarchy. He wants to look Omar Barada in the eye and Jason Wilcox and Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And he wants to hear them say, Bruno, we don't want you to leave. We don't want you to leave. We are a better team with you. You must be out your goddamn mind if we're going to sanction that deal. He wanted to feel that. He wanted to hear that. And he didn't get that reassurance. So I get it. He's going to feel a little bit annoyed by that. And I understand that. But at the same time, he's also got to realize that, you know, of course the club's in financial troubles, people losing their job. They've made loads of cuts. They need to raise funds for more players. Now, some people might not think selling Bruno is the best thing to do. We managed to keep Bruno and get Cunha and Bruno and Sesko and redo the whole attack. If we'd have sold Bruno, we probably would have got Baleba, or we probably would have got, I don't know, Anderson or whoever it is, and another midfielder, and would look a lot different. Would the team be better? Some people will argue that it would. I always back Bruno. I always think we're better with Bruno in it. He's never been the problem for me, never will be, never has been. And he's still proving it now. I think what the problem is the people around Bruno. We haven't built the right team around Bruno with the right components in it. Now, people can see that as excuses for Bruno. People can disagree with that. That's fine. Bruno is the enigma that is Man United. He is the Marmite. I don't get it. You either love him or you hate him, and I don't understand that within our fan base. But I love him. Always have done, always will do. But you have to question him saying this. Also, what he does go on to say is there's players at the club who don't basically love it like I do, who don't represent it like I do, don't show the same passion. There's no criticism for me. I'm always on it, this, that, and the other. And it really hurts. It really, really hurts. He's saying he's hurt by this. So it's not quite a Mo Salah situation because he's not been dropped. He's not on the bench. He's not gone to a mix zone after a bad result and started to do this. He's done this from a position of calm, you know, doing an interview off that he was probably had to do. He's playing well as well. He's still contributing. Look at the passion he's been playing with this season and what he done last night. So I don't have any reservations about whether Bruno's committed. You know that the manager's got a great relationship with him as well. He plays him every game. He's the starter. He's the captain. He's the heartbeat of the team. Everything goes through Bruno Fernandes even still. So those things aren't worrying. But who's he talking about? Is he talking about players who maybe aren't in that dressing room anymore? Is he talking about the likes of a Sancho, Garnacho, Rashford, Anthony? Anthony didn't really do anything wrong, to be fair, in terms of the club. But, you know, who's he talking about? It leaves it open to interpretation. So that's not great. And it just, what it will do, I've had a little look on social media. You know what X is like. It will make it tribal. It will make it Bruno Fernandes will forever have my heart. No one will make me turn against you. F this club, not even giving this guy the respect he deserves. And then there'll be people on the right, on the other side of the coin, that are going to be saying, who does this guy think he is? Told you we should have sold him in the summer. Ineos are absolutely right. Clueless. They didn't have the balls. They didn't have the bottle, the cojones to actually get rid of him. What's wrong with them? They had the chance to get rid of him, and Bruno would have went and we could have been spared of all of this Bruno shit. There's people out there who don't want him at the club. So it's going to split opinion. My opinion is that I always want Bruno to stay where possible, but I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I was saying, if this was the plan for him, playing him deeper where his best position is not there, maybe we should have took the 100 mil. Take the 100 mil. You're never going to get 100 mil for any player that we've got at this present time. Only Bruno for Saudi money. So maybe you do cash in and then you get Anderson, and that would we be a better balanced squad? Would we be a better team? There's arguments to say yes because of how the team would have been constructed and the control we might have had over games different. But actually, maybe not, because the Bruno's impact is just a joke. But what we shouldn't do is think that we can't rebuild the team without Bruno Fernandes. Big players leave all the time. It's about how you replace them. So, listen, I don't think we should blow this out of proportion and be like, bombshell from Bruno. It's all going off. I do think there's a little bit of Bruno reclaiming the narrative and setting the scene right. That, like, when he leaves, he's making it abundantly clear, like, you man know I love this club. I love this team. It's not no mercenary thing. I could have gone Saudi ages ago. I could have gone and got the money straight away. But I haven't done that. I haven't done that. I love it here. I still want to achieve things here. And I think every Man United fan, even the ones who don't rate Bruno, know that. Do you know what I'm saying? They know that. So there you go, man. I just feel like it's one of those ones where you got to say, you got to leave where it is. Look, I've got to get out of here because TalkSport Boxing are coming in here, and I don't want to get punched up. Might be some boxers coming in. Simon Jordan and probably Spencer as well. I don't know. Gareth, maybe Ade. Who knows? But that's my cue to come out of here. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's annoying. It's very, very annoying. But we just want a bit of peace and quiet. And I haven't even had my say on the menu thing. I'll probably talk about that with KG later on tonight on the Flexing KG show. I'm out of here, guys. Let me know what you guys are saying in the chat as well, because this is going to divide opinion. I'm out of here. Peace.